Hey guys, and welcome to the start of a new weekly reading vlog. My plans for this week's reading wise is to read The Knight of Knives, which is the second Steel Prince book. I also want to read Watchmen today along with this one because Watchmen the TV show comes out tonight and I'm ridiculously excited. I just want to know what the original context is before I watch the TV show. And then I also want to try and finish Clockwork Princess. And I want to read The Diviners this week because this is the last week of the Slayathon I can fully take part in, so I need to get as much reading done as possible. But right now, I'm off to go teach someone about social media. It just came about last Thursday and I'm a bit stressed. I've had stress dreams all night. I don't know where I'm going, not properly, despite the fact this person lives in the same village I have come to literally my entire life, and I've lived here for the last 3 years, so that's a bit stressful, but I'm going to go and give it a shot and try and find it and go do some teaching, and then I'm coming back, doing some hoovering and getting on with reading these comics. So let's see how I do. Now back from my little teaching session, and now it's time to invoice her, email another guy about another problem I'm having, and then I've got to try and read The Knight of Knives, Watchmen, maybe read a couple of chapters of Clockwork Princess if I've got time, but mostly I just need to get some blog posts written and stuff like this. Because, obviously, I don't have next week because my mum's having an operation and I can guarantee you she's going to get home and then I'm going to sit on my arse and just watch TV. So, yeah, I kind of need to get through Clockwork Princess and The Diviners, and I'm out most of tomorrow, but I'll read in between times. It's a busy week this week, but we're going to get on with it and we're going to read books, because if I can manage to read the Lock and Key Volume 2, The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter, and In the Time We Lost last week, I can totally manage the Diviners 2 comics and Clockwork Princess. I'm saying this, I don't know if I can, but I'm going to at least try. So, yeah. I mean, I still have next Monday. I guess I still have next Monday, but in saying that, I've also got to try and film 3 videos in that time, get next month's Instagram posts taken, and then start scheduling them, and I've also got to get some of my actual work done, and I've got to get all of these blog posts ready, and I've got to get NaNoWriMo ready, so I'm screwed, but I'm going to try it anyway. So yeah, I'm going to get on now. I'm going to stop waffling, and I'm going to get on, because I need to stop waffling. I've got to stop waffling in these vlogs, but there we go. Right, come on. Get on. I'm telling myself now, get on. So, but I just finished The Steel Prince, The Knight of Knives, and really enjoyed myself. I feel like I desperately need to reread the Shades of Magic series, though, because I've semi-forgotten half of the world building and just the world in general and stuff like this. So, I definitely need to go back and reread the original books, but I am planning on a mass reread before the first Threads of Power book comes out next year. So I'm very excited to reread these, and then the Shades of Magic series with all the short stories in the collector's editions, because I just really love this world. I have to say, I do love this world, even though I can't remember much of it because it's been a while, but I still love this world, and I love V.E. Schwab's writing, and it was definitely a 5-star read for me. But now that I've read that comic and done everything else I need to do today, I'm now going to read Watchmen, and I've never read Watchmen before. The only DC comic I've ever read is the Sandman series, and I'm only 4 books into that, so this is rather exciting. I'm a bit nervous, because obviously it's such a massive comic, and so many people love it, and I'm slightly scared that I'm not going to like it, but hopefully I'm going to like it. I'm really excited for the TV series. I have to say, I will hopefully have a review of the first episode or something down below, maybe. I may have done a review of it, I don't know yet. But I'm very excited. I have to say, a little bit nervous. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so I'm on page 42, and I'm not enjoying this so far, because, first of all, rape as a storyline, never good at all. Rape as a storyline is just not something I want to know about. Also, I don't like the main character. He's far too pretentious for me at the moment. Just far too pretentious. Like, I don't do pretentious characters, and he's one of them. So far, I'm only 42 pages in, but he's going, someone's killing these masked superheroes who aren't superheroes anymore because of the law, or whatever, right? And the guy that was actually killed was the guy who was the rapist, and I'm just like, yeah, he deserved that. You know, and I'm just feeling like The Boys, the TV show, and obviously the Garth Ennis comic was inspired by this, but did it better at the moment. I'm going to carry on, but after looking at some of the negative reviews of this comic, I am starting to feel really glad that I got this on sale on Kindle and I didn't buy it full price in a physical copy. It's also making me really worried for the TV show, because I really want to like the TV show. I really hope the TV show isn't like this, because otherwise I will not be watching. That's going to be fun. And the TV show looks so good as well. But I'm not going to worry about the TV show until tonight. Obviously, when I watch the TV show, right now I'm just going to see how this goes. Because at the moment I'm just kind of like, yeah, not for me. I mean, I'm only 42 pages in, which is like 10%. It's not doing it for me at the moment. I literally got 70 pages in and I've had enough and I'm DNFing. Just can't do it. I know it was made like 30 years ago and times have changed, but rape is still not a plot line. I don't think any woman would ever forgive her rapist. Not for that. Not the way that guy acted. No. I don't see any sort of hero type character working with a rapist and then going, yeah, that's fine, that's just how he was, he's basically a racist and a Nazi, yeah, that's fine. No. Especially when other characters literally see that character go around and then shoot a woman who's pregnant with that man's child and does nothing. No. Also, I'm just not here for the whole is humanity worth saving thing or are we too far gone. I'm just not here for that. I'm just not. At all. Like, I can do dark books, but I don't do pretentiously dark books where it's all like, oh, is humanity worth saving and all of that stuff. I'm just not here for it. Like, at all. At all. And I'm so glad I bought this on Kindle on sale and I didn't buy the physical copy. So it does mean I can't get my money back, which is a bit annoying. Yeah. I'm still going to watch the TV show because it may do better. But at the moment, I've just sat there and read 70 pages, read a few of the other reviews of this book, and suddenly realised that this is not something I want to read. So I'm going to give up. At least I managed to read The Steel Prince today and enjoyed it. But right now, I think I'm just going to not read anything for the rest of the day. I think I'm going to start The Diviners tomorrow because I just need to get that out of my head. I just need that out of my head because, quite frankly, I just can't deal with that. And I just don't want to head into another book or something that's going to be quite heavy or anything like that. Just no. Okay, so we're now on to Tuesday and I watched Watchmen last night, like the first episode of the TV series. And it was actually quite fun. I have to admit, I had quite a lot of fun time watching it. It was a bit confusing because I wasn't entirely sure what was going on. But I have to say, it is 1,000 times better than the comic. It's less sexist to start with. And while it doesn't quite make sense yet, it was still a lot more interesting. And it wasn't sexist, which was really wonderful. And it just felt more enjoyable, I guess I can say. It was just more enjoyable, and it's actually set apparently after the events of the film. I haven't seen the film. I'm probably not going to watch the film, despite the fact that we just recorded it the other night off of Sky One, because they were showing it on Sky One. Probably not going to watch it. If it's anything like the comic, I'm just not going there. But I am really enjoying the TV show, so that's fun. I was going to see Zombieland today, but I haven't, because I was just far too tired, so I just decided to stay home instead. So hopefully we're going to see it on Thursday now. And instead, I'm going to read one of my comics, because quite frankly, I need a comic right now, like a Marvel comic, that just feels nice to read, you know, just a nice, simple comic, you know. And then my plan is to start The Diviners, because obviously the next Marvel comic is actually not on my TBR anywhere. I haven't put it anywhere. So I could probably fit it in somewhere. I think probably for the found family prompt, because I'm thinking of reading an X-Men comic, and obviously the X-Men do very much feel like a found family. So I'm gonna read an X-Men comic, and then I'm gonna start the Diviners, which is actually on my TBR. And it's the most Halloween-y book I can find, apparently, according to Goodreads and stuff like this. So I'm a bit nervous, because I don't really do spooky, horror-y books. And I'm not very good on the 1920s kind of thing, but I've been doing quite well with sort of Victorian stuff, so I may be fine on the 1920s set books. I don't know. Obviously, I'll wait and see, but right now, I want to read an X-Men comic, so I'm going to read an X-Men comic. Just finished Age of X, and I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Not as much as I love House of M, but it actually turns out that this is actually a sort of follow-on from House of M, which is really cool, and apparently this is all part of the X-Men Legacy series, which I didn't quite realise, so I think I've missed a couple of things, but I love that. I absolutely love that. It wasn't as good as House of M, like I said, but for me, nothing's going to beat House of M. But I loved the inclusion of Legion and how Eric was leading the mutants, because they're not the X-Men, because this is a world where the X-Men were never made and stuff like this. I loved how Legion all tied into it, because he's my fave. I love seeing where the Avengers were in this, and like Frank Castle turning up, and Ghost Rider and Doctor Strange. Loved that element of it. I love seeing all these different characters interacting and people I've never really heard of before sort of in here as well, because obviously I'm used to my main core X-Men. I love seeing stuff like that. I love seeing like how this world works and how bad things can get for mutants if they don't fight and stuff like this. And I loved the world bending of it. It was just good. It was just good and solid and amazing. So in a complete and utter change of plans, I ended up racing into town about 10 minutes after I filmed my last update yesterday, so that I could go get a top for the wedding, and B, go see Zombieland, because Zombieland was only showing from today onwards from 9 o'clock in the evening, and we were just not doing that. And the only other showing it had was yesterday at 6:30, so we went to go see it then. And it is amazing. If you watched the first Zombieland and really loved it, definitely go and check it out, because it is awesome. But now it does mean that I haven't started the Diviners at all. I haven't read anything of anything else, so I've now got to start the Diviners and try and finish it by Friday, which is 3 days. In the meantime, I've also got to do the washing, get a whole lot of blog posts written. I've also got to film 2 videos and edit them. And then, what else have I got to do? A whole load of other stuff. Oh, and get all of my social media stuff done for my actual job. And that's just the start of it. So, yeah, this is fun. I've got a lot to do in basically 3 days, maybe 4 if I'm lucky. So, wish me some luck, because right now, I don't think I'm going to get through all of that, but I'm going to give it a damn good shot. To say the least, I'm going to give it a damn good shot. So, I have just started the Diviners officially now. I am 1 chapter in, and so far so good, actually. I'm quite intrigued, I have to say. And it's quite spooky so far, so I'm quite interested in that sort of side of things. So, I'm going to carry on. So far so good. Obviously, this could jump off a cliff at any moment for me, because I'm rather picky with my books and I don't do horror, so this will be interesting to see how this pans out. But so far I am intrigued and I'm quite excited to read more. Now 97 pages into the Diviners, and I'm now not sure if I'm enjoying myself, because I like the mystery of it, but I don't like the slang. Like, obviously, like, it's set in the 20s, it's going to be different slang and all the rest of it. Like, I get that. I totally get that. But I don't understand the slang. And I don't know if it's because there is actually a dictionary at the end or not. I don't think there is. And I am just sitting there going, what? Like, sometimes, like, obviously the slang isn't necessary to understand the plot, but I'm kind of, like, being taken out of the story because I read some sort of slang and go, what? You know, I don't know if it's me, I don't know if it's my mood today, or if I'm tired, or what. I'm just not entirely sure at the moment. I'm 97 pages in, so I'm like 1/6 of the way through. And I'm just not sure also I feel like this is going a tad bit slowly. Like, obviously, I don't mind slow books, but I feel like there's only just been like, oh, we're going to a murder scene kind of thing, and I'm just a bit like, can we get to the spooky or whatever? So I don't know. I may put this down. I may try this again another day. To be honest, I may try this maybe next year or something. At the moment, I'm just a bit sort of on it. So I may tomorrow instead just finish Clockwork Princess and leave it at that, maybe, because I mean, I do also have so much else to do. You know, I've got so much else to do this week. It may just be easier to try and finish this off because I've only got 208 pages left. And then I can, you know, edit the 2 videos I have filmed, write more blog posts, get my social media stuff done, maybe my Instagram as well, depending on whether or not I've seen any sort of interesting Instagram thing. I don't know. Or I may pick something else short, but I don't have that many short things left I can read after I finish this, to be honest, unless I just shoved in another graphic novel, which I could do, to be fair, but I was trying to go for spooky, so I don't know. I'm going to have a think on it. Because I'm a bit like, this could be interesting, but at the same time, I'm not really in the mood for a slow book. So I may try this again another day when I have more time to start with, and I'm more in the mood for slow and atmospheric. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm 90% sure that this is how it's going to turn out, and I'm just going to try and finish this tomorrow instead. Which is fair enough. I mean, I've got to finish it anyway, so I might as well finish this one. And then maybe try another comic this week or something. I don't know. I'm not calling this a DNF. I'm not calling this a DNF. Like, at all. I'm not calling this a DNF. I'm just a bit at the moment, I guess. I'm just a bit So I'm not pulled in at the moment. So I think I'm going to give it a break for a while and try to finish this one instead. And maybe try another comic. I'm just going to see how time goes, to be fair. I think I'm just going to see how time goes. I think that's just going to be my easiest way about this. I'll see what I feel like tomorrow, I think, essentially. I just think I'm going to see how I feel tomorrow. It's now Thursday. I was going to spend it reading Clockwork Princess, but I am so tired. Like, I don't know why. I really don't know. I got like a solid 7 hours today, and I just am so tired. I don't know why. Like, I can keep my eyes open, but I just feel tired. And I know that if I try to read any of this book, I'm just going to fall asleep. So what I'm going to do instead is do what I planned for tomorrow today. So I'm just going to sit. So basically what I'm going to do is get my videos edited and try to get some blog posts written and do some social media stuff for my clients. I'm basically just coming up with the month's load of tweets for them all. So then I can just schedule them and get them posted out across the month, and then I can just sort of check things throughout the month kind of thing. So I'm going to try and get that done today as well. And then tomorrow, hopefully I'll be more awake to read the last 208 pages of this. At the very least, try to get another 100 or so pages done, so then I can just hopefully finish it next week. And by hopefully, I will definitely have to finish it next week, which kind of sucks because I've just got so many other things to do next week, and I'm just not going to have that much time to read. I don't know, but there we go. That is currently the plan. Admin today, read this tomorrow. Yeah, let's see how I go. I'm slightly worried, but I'm going to see how things go. This is going to be fun. I guarantee you this is going to be so much fun trying to get this done, because I am so tired right now. Hopefully I get a second wind. I'm hoping I get a second wind. If not, I'm just going to sleep tomorrow as well and try to catch up, but I should probably get on, so I'm going to get on. Yay. I have no idea why all of these video shots are now really washed out. I've got no idea what's going on here, but it is quite dark, so it may be that. But so far today, I've managed to edit one video and write up one blog post, and that's it. So I've really got to sort of knuckle down and get on right now, because I don't want to have to do everything as well tomorrow. I just want to get it all done today, to be honest, and then I can just relax and try to finish off Clockwork Princess tomorrow. Though I may try to read a couple of chapters a day, I don't know. Either way, I need to get the hell on, and I'm not getting the hell on because I've got absolutely no motivation to do so, which is really annoying. So I've actually resorted to saying, finish it, and you can finish these pack of buttons. Literally, I'm saying, get your work done, you get buttons. This is how I'm going about it. Literally. Just going, if you finish your work now, you can have chocolate, which is not the best way to do it, but it's better than saying finish it now and you can buy books. So, yeah, I'm going to have to try and get on now. I really don't want to, but if I whack on some music, I can hopefully get it done, and then I can write a couple more blog posts, and then I'll be happy. Honestly, if I just get the social media stuff done, and one more blog post, I'll be happy. Well, 2 more blog posts, but I can always write more blog posts tomorrow. I don't mind doing that, but I want to get the social media stuff out of the way. So, yeah, I'm going to try and get that done now. It's a bit difficult because I've got no motivation to do it, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. So then tomorrow, I can read Clockwork Princess, maybe write a couple more blog posts, and get all my photos for Instagram done. And then all I've got to do next week is upload all the photos to later so I can then have them all scheduled. And then all I've got to do after that is probably finish Clockwork Princess, catch up on all the fanfic, and edit 2 more videos. Unless I edit a video tomorrow. Should be fine. Fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. I keep on saying that, but I've just got to get on at this point. I'm just procrastinating. I'm literally talking to you to procrastinate. I need to stop doing that. So, I'm going to get some music going. I'm going to get these damn tweets done. So then it's done. And I don't have to worry anymore. I'm such a procrastinator, though. I'm such a procrastinator. It's unreal. So, I need to shut up and get on with it. Essentially, I just need to shut the hell up and get on with it. I just finished my social media posts and God, dairy milk tastes good. Just so good. Such a good reward. I may start doing this more. I'm supposed to be losing weight, but screw it. I love chocolate. So I should probably wrap up everything that I read in this reading vlog. It wasn't the most successful week because I managed to DNF 2 things, but I did also manage to read 2 other things, so I'm not entirely complaining. The 2 things I DNF'd was Watchmen because, quite frankly, A, rape is not a plot line at all and should not be a main plot line. B, there should not be any sort of forgive the rapist thing at all. C, if a main character you're supposed to feel sorry for is A, a rapist, and B, shot and killed a woman who was pregnant with his child, you're supposed to feel sorry for him? No. And also the main character was really, really unsympathetic and just really annoyed me because he was all sort of grim dark and all the rest of it, and I'm not here for grim dark should the world be worth saving and is humanity too far kind of thing. I'm not here for that kind of thing at all. So I DNF'd it. I also DNF'd The Diviners, unfortunately, after 97 pages because, quite frankly, I cannot get along with the slang of it. I also wasn't entirely taken with the main character, and I found it a bit too slow for my liking. I may give it another shot when I'm in a better head frame for it, and maybe in the mood for more sort of that kind of slang in a slow book, but for now, not for me. The 2 things I did manage to read, though, was 1, X-Men Age of X, which I thoroughly enjoyed. It's definitely up there now as one of my favourites. I keep on saying this about every comic I ever read, but honestly, so good. Like, I loved the inclusion of Legion and how things change in this alternate universe-y kind of thing, which was absolutely fantastic. And I also managed to read Steel Prince #2 by V.E. Schwab, which is the Knight of Knives, and I thoroughly enjoyed that one. I have to say it was absolutely fantastic. I loved being back in that world again with all of the magic and the world building and everything. I love seeing more of Prince Maresh and everything else. absolutely loved it, and both of those books were 4-star reads for me. And that is absolutely everything I managed to read this week, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up, comment down below with what you managed to read this week. I'd love to know. I'll also leave a link down below to all of my social media if you want to check it out. And if you want to see any more of my videos, please click subscribe here, and over here will be the link to my previous video. But until next time, guys, bye.